Welcome, and I hope you enjoy the video. I enjoy making art, but I also enjoy making a living. I dream of owning land to farm, and raise animals, and crops for survival. To achieve this, I wish YouTube will help. Other types of future content I plan to create include videos about various types of hobbies that people could start doing, while also earning a side hustle source of money, and techniques that would allow people to grow fresh produce to staple your diet and save money. And a let's play video once in a while. To help me, all I ask is, for you to subscribe to the channel, and watch the whole video. Try liking the video, and comment any ideas for future videos. Also, if you wish, you can go to my link tree in the description and buy me a pizza. The money goes into savings until I have enough to buy supplies and hire an editor. Thank you for listening. Keep an eye out for this animal. Comment the correct timestamp first to be pinned in the comments. Luffy and Nami are brutally honest with each other, communicating openly and without filters. The mutual respect between Luffy and Nami is evident through their admiration for each other's skills. Nami's unwavering belief in Luffy's dream of becoming Pirate King showcases their unshakable bond and trust. Luffy and Nami are as inseparable as it gets when it comes to loyalty between comrades in arms in anime. Nami is the Straw Hat Pirates navigator, and a part of Luffy's OG Trio crew, being its third official member. She has been with him since the beginning of his saga, alongside their first mate, Zoro. It was right when he'd set off on the grand adventure to find the titular One Piece, and be the king of the pirates. Despite not appearing like it, Nami's role is invaluable, and perhaps the most vital. Luffy and Nami's dynamic isn't just wholesome and emotional. It's packed with this overwhelmingly chaotic energy that makes up for some seriously hilarious moments between them. Fans of One Piece cherish this special bond, which, in all its glory, is undeniably worth celebrating. Given the long history between the two characters, a throwback analysis is long overdue to see what makes their connection so great. Number 1. Luffy and Nami speak their minds. They don't mince words, and tell it like it is. A very big reason why Luffy and Nami's relationship is regarded as one of the best is because of how frank and open the two are with each other. Luffy isn't one to shy away from ever speaking what he thinks. After all, he is a shonen character archetype. Nami's the same way, and isn't afraid to be blunt in her words toward Luffy. Nami's protests, her advice, and even her concerns are voiced without a filter. Granted, Luffy is a young man, who does what he wants in the end, but he doesn't talk back to her. He hears her objections to his reckless actions, and even lets her be a bit harsh and violent at times. But there are also rare moments when Luffy takes charge and asserts his authority as captain, and Nami knows better than to interject. Number 2. The respect they share is mutual. The two hold each other's skills in high regard. Luffy's crew has one slot dedicated to every recruit. Zoro became his first mate, Sanji was the cook. The point, Luffy recruited every member on his whim, but also for their exceptional skill and talent. For Nami, Luffy was impressed with her mapping and charting skills, and wanted to have her join the crew. But more importantly, he considered her a friend. After she joined with ill intent, and betrayed him, it did little to deter Luffy. Luffy's simple-mindedness, his determination to still want her to be his navigator, and his selfless nature became clear to Nami. She saw how Luffy would go to any lengths to help her, and it changed her worldview that not all pirates are the same. Nami's intelligence and skill have helped Luffy and his crew sail into the Grand Line. Everyone aboard the crew unquestionably follows her instructions, as that's her domain. On her part, she also holds Luffy in high regard both as her captain, and for how tactically sound and combat savvy Luffy is. Nami cheers on Luffy during his bouts, and lends her support to him for his victory. Number 3. They have empathy and emotional support for one another. Nami and Luffy are there for each other during their lowest moments. The bond between Nami and Luffy is forged through the fires of tragedy. Ace anyone? Morbid jokes aside, though, Nami and Luffy have both witnessed each other at their lowest points. Both have suffered through traumatic events, and have lost loved ones. For Nami, it was when Arlong was keeping her captive, and forcing her to draw maps for him. Once Luffy found out what was really going on, things came to a head. He wrecked the room where Nami had been forced to work, which was a nod to her breaking free from Arlong's grip. As for Luffy, while there are plenty of moments where Nami is concerned about his well-being, the pinnacle is the Marineford battle. Luffy's brother, Ace, is killed, and he is understandably distraught, and no one is more concerned for him than Nami. He looked understandably out of it, and it brought her to tears. She just wanted to see if he was hanging in there. It is a display of how close the two are, and how much Luffy's well-being matters to Nami. Number 4. Luffy's trust in Nami is absolute. Luffy's touching moments with Nami explain this best. Just like Luffy respects Nami's skills and vice versa, there's also a strong sense of mutual trust between them. Luffy strongly believes Nami to be his friend, and, in typical shonen protagonist fashion, that power of friendship is plot armor. One Piece handles the dynamic between Nami and Luffy with care, and this is evident in their interactions. One of the standout moments in both the anime and manga, is when Luffy gives Nami his hat. It's his way of showing he trusts her, and the way she clings to it shows just how much faith she has in him to come back and take it from her. It is a sign of their trust in each other. The hat itself holds significance for Luffy, and the fact that he entrusts it to Nami, despite him getting it from someone he holds in high regard, in itself, is a major feat. Number 5. Nami and Luffy will see their dreams through to the end. Nami's belief in Luffy's dream and goal is unshakable. Luffy's goal of obtaining the title of Pirate King, and the coveted One Piece, is something Nami believes in with all her heart. Sure, she might not have the same goal, but that's what makes her and Luffy's relationship the best. She's always ready to go the extra mile for him, no matter what they are facing. Whether they're up against a powerful enemy, or the crew gets split up, Nami's resolve doesn't waver. She won't stand for anyone disrespecting Luffy's dreams, or what he's fighting for. This speaks volumes about how much she cares for Luffy. Once the time skip happens, Nami becomes more determined than ever to see things through to the end by staying by Luffy's side. It was Luffy's actions that first inspired her to join the crew, and without her, there's no way he could have made it through the Grand Line. She has been, and will be, there for him every step of the way, until the very last moment of Luffy's adventure. In the same way, Luffy's going to make sure Nami gets to chase her dream of mapping out the entire world and, hopefully, getting filthy rich while she's at it. Number 6. They both will go to outrageous lengths to help each other. Luffy's habits have rubbed off on Nami. One of the most defining traits of Luffy's character is his thick-headed level of determination. He won't take no for an answer from anyone he feels close to. To that end, Luffy is always going out of his way, when it comes to taking on Herculean tasks with impossible odds, just to help someone he considers his friend. He's every definition of a hero with a heart of gold. Nami starts as a seemingly selfish character, someone willing to sell out, if it benefits her. She acts out of spite toward Luffy, and initially judges him as just another typical pirate. Once she realizes how much Luffy cares, she devotes herself to being his companion and crewmate. Luffy's jolly quirkiness is what helps Nami break her emotional walls around him. Now, Nami is someone who openly wants to help the weak, and does whatever she can to support Luffy in every way possible. Number 7. Their comical interactions and facial expressions are hilarious. Luffy and Nami have excellent banter and comic relief moments. Finally, one of the most entertaining aspects of Luffy and Nami's relationship is their banter and comedy gags. They are hilarious, and make clever use of Luffy's devil fruit ability. Fans will see Luffy getting pulverized, and cartoonishly being pounded by Nami as her words fail to rein in his idiotic eccentricities. The comedy gold doesn't end there, as Nami's angry face is a delightful feature that never fails to make viewers snicker. Despite being the captain, Luffy's heart is that of a kid, and he acts like one. It's Nami who often ends up being the voice of reason, and the actual adult, in the crew. All the other crew members have their wacky side to them, but Nami's antics stand out. She's constantly piling up debt for Luffy for one action or another, like ruining her clothes during his fights. She's quick to chew him out when he tunes her out, especially since he's not a fan of long conversations. It's all ridiculously fun to watch. This was a fun article to create. As a big fan of One Piece, the relationship between Luffy and Nami is obvious, and the shippers can tie them together, as long as, I get Nico Robin I simp for her. If you enjoyed the video, let me know in the comments, and I hope to see you next time. I'll try to get a video out every day.